Hey guys, welcome back once again. For those of you new here, hello and welcome. My name is Evie and today we are playing around with the Australian pack that was released for Planet Zoo maybe about a week ago now. I'm not 100% sure. I have to admit, pretty excited about this pack. Today I'm going to be building a kind of overview of this pack. It's going to be maybe a 6-parter or a 7-parter. We'll see how we go. But I just kind of wanted to build a house that included not necessarily all of the building objects, but as many as I possibly could, as well as all of the animals that did come in the pack. So if you guys weren't familiar with what animals they were, you do get in this pack the dingo, the red kangaroo, the koala, the southern cassowary, I think it is, and oh my god, the eastern blue-tongued lizard. My god, how did my brain just stop working for a second there? So you do get 4 habitat animals and 1 exhibit animal in that, with the blue-tongued lizard being the exhibit animal, of course. Now, along with the pack that was released the other day, we did get for Planet Zoo update 1.3, which is pretty exciting as there was some big changes added to the game with this update. If you guys don't follow along with Planet Zoo news and stuff like that, I'll just do a quick little overview of what was included in this update, as it was a juicy one. In this update, the biggest thing we got, of course, was color variations for not all of the animals, but most of the animals. Obviously, animals that did not or don't usually have color variations, like the pygmy hippos, the flamingos, whose color variations usually depend on their food, not necessarily genetics and stuff like that. They, of course, do not necessarily get any kind of cosmetic changes, whereas if you get like the timber wolf or the dingoes or the red kangaroos, the list can go on. There is some pretty substantial changes. Now, I think there was 3 levels of changes, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was ones like, say, I think it was the timber wolf was high up there like that. Maybe the saltwater crocodile and stuff had like the largest variations, and then there was medium variations, and then really small, subtle variations, which I feel like is really going to bring some life back into this game. Not saying that this game was dead by any means, but the animals in this game are so beautifully well done and so stunning, and the animations are beautiful. Whoever designed them did such an amazing job. They are very pleasing to look at. That being said though, seeing 1 or 2 of them up close is really nice, but seeing a whole pack of, say, timber wolves from afar when all the colors look the same, they don't quite have that real impressive feel as they should. I feel like it's kind of lost a little bit. Now with this update, being able to look over a whole pack of wolves or a whole pack of dingoes or kangaroos or such, and being able to tell what kangaroo is what just by absolutely looking at the color of their coat, it tickles my biscuit. Not gonna lie, pretty excited about it. I think there might still be some glitches with it at the moment. I feel like I can click on some animals and it'll say one coat color on it, as now if you do look at animals on the trading or just look at animals that you've already got in your zoo, there is of course there's a nice little, oh my god, what am I even trying to say? There is a nice little bit of description about the coat and stuff there. I got there eventually. My brain is struggling right now. There is a description about the color variants, their type of coat and stuff like that, so you can see specifically with the llamas. I think actually that was the one with the biggest kind of change. The llamas do now have, I don't even know how many variations it is. It might be 4 or 5 or 6 or something. There's a full black llama, a nice chocolate brown, a nice kind of tan one, a white one with patches, and this white one with patches comes in patches in several different styles. Now, I do know when I was playing with my Eldorado Zoo, which I will talk about shortly, I ended up just going in and kind of buying some llamas just to see the color variations with it. And the llama that said it had a black coat came with a chocolate brown coat, and the one that said it was chocolate brown came with a black coat. So I don't know if there's some glitches going on at the moment or what is happening, but it wasn't 100% working last time I checked. but I don't necessarily care about whether or not they're telling me the correct colours. I am just 100% here for there being colour variations in general. Now, onto my Eldorado Zoo. I will probably be putting that on a slight break at the moment. I'm just vibing with this Australian pack at the moment. I will, of course, finish that zoo. By no means am I planning on stopping that. I will 100% finish that zoo at some stage. I think the next couple of videos will, however, be of this Australia pack, as I just want to play with it. The animals are so goddamn adorable. The kangaroos are stunning. The koalas, oh my god, don't even get me started. However, the most exciting thing to come from the Australia pack is, of course, the koala and kangaroo now actually have birthing animations. So you will see throughout their pregnancy and stuff, the koala and the kangaroo can have, obviously the kangaroo has a little joey that'll pop its head out of the pouch every now and again, and same with the koala, I do believe. And then when it does come time, the kind of koala and the joey just crawl out of their mum's little pouch, and there's really cute little animations between the mum and the bub, and it's something that I hope that they eventually add for more and more animals, because I feel like that'd be a really nice little addition, especially with the cassowaries. I would love to see more of like a nest and egg situation more than just appearing. I can understand that you got to cut some corners somewhere, but seeing a cassowary just like sit down and then stand up and there's a nest of eggs there would make me very excited. And then when it comes time for the eggs to hatch, the cassowary just goes back down, sits on it, stands back up, and there's some chicks underneath it, or the chicks appear from underneath the cassowary. It doesn't have to be anything too exciting, but I feel like an animation just is, I say simple, I don't know how to animate. An animation like that would definitely kind of fill that void. But back on to the patch or the update for the game, the 1.3 update, we did also get vending machines with it, which is really exciting because for anyone that does play this game for the management side of it, it can be incredibly hard to get the drink and hunger levels of your guests kind of up enough. It feels like you've got a drink stand or a food stand, mainly drinks I feel like is the real saboteur of this game, every 5 meters. Like it feels like drink stand, walk 5 meters, drink stand, walk 5 meters, drink stand. Like it can be almost infuriating. So I feel like this vending machine update is very exciting for one, but also will kind of fill that void and hopefully make it easier to bring up the needs of the guests that little bit more. Now, I have to admit, this pack I wasn't sure about. There is this building that you see at the moment, the wood that is used on the outside of this, I really like it. I really do. I wasn't sure when I first saw it in the trailer whether or not it'd be my kind of style. I felt like it could be a little bit kind of yellow and greeny, but with the rest of the stuff in this pack, it does work beautifully. I feel like it does have this really nice kind of modern feel to it. I feel that you could definitely use it in more of a modern build and it would still work substantially well. Now, there is another type of wall piece that is gridded in this game that it's not my cup of tea necessarily. It is a kind of shipping container look. Now, I'm not saying I won't ever use it. I'm just saying I don't feel like it necessarily goes with the wall that I'm using at the moment. Like I feel like it's this blue. I don't know if you can change the color of it actually either. I feel like for some reason in my mind, I think it's a solid blue all the time, which I think it would have been much nicer if you could change the color, but I could just be wrong. I haven't double checked that. But I just feel like it would work really well for somebody who's wanting to create a realistic zoo that might have a loading zone or storage areas and stuff like that. I think it does have its time and its place. I just think it was a slightly strange choice. I get that we're going for more of a recycled look and upcycled as well, and I guess it does fall into that category. I just feel like it doesn't necessarily work well with the rest of the stuff in this pack. However, I tell you what does work remarkably well with the rest of the stuff in this pack, the trees. Ugh. Stunning. It's so beautiful. It's a chef kiss. It's a double chef kiss, as I would usually say. The gums, if you're not familiar with gum trees, I think they're probably the most common tree in Australia. I'm not too sure. There's a lot of trees. I'm just looking at my window now and I'm like, I feel like 90% of them are gums, but I'm no botanist. I don't know, to be completely honest. But the gums that they have put in this game, I think is the ghost gum, which is the one that came with this pack, which is the white-based kind of tree, the white-trunked tree, I guess I should say, and it is very much one of my favorites. I don't think we have anything in the game like this that does have such a light kind of trunk. Is that even what it's called? Why am I feeling like that's not the correct word for a tree? Oh my god. Tree trunk. Yeah, no, it's 100% correct. As well as this tree that I kept calling the wattle in the trailer, I don't think is technically a wattle unless it's a type of wattle that I'm not familiar with. Either way, it looks like a wattle and I'm happy with it. We do get a wattle bush with the pack as well, which is very, very nice. What was the other tree? You do get a stringy bark eucalyptus tree, which is also a classic Australian tree. Now, some little curveball they threw me, because if you did watch my trailer kind of overview and reaction, you will know that I was going quite in depth with the plants that I could see. Now, there was those fan palms, which you can see I've placed kind of as you walk into this area, which are stunning. I absolutely love them. We don't really have anything like that in the game already, which is really, really nice. Now, they also threw a little sneaky at us by, in the patch update, throwing in some Australian plants in the patch, or in the just the game update in general, which confused me, okay, because after I saw those beautiful succulents, which I did place a couple as you walk in as well, these big, slightly greeny blue kind of beautiful, beautiful plants. I can't remember the name of them though. Sorry. I was like, oh, maybe they're already in the game, because I got the pack and I was looking at it and I'm like, they're not in the Australian pack. That's so weird. And then I was looking in the actual base game of it and there they were there. And I'm like, no. I know that they weren't in the base game prior to this. Don't try and pull the goddamn wool over my eyes. I'm suspicious on something. But yeah, I learnt that day that they actually added some plants in the update as well, which I was not expecting, which was very exciting. Free stuff, good. Free plants, good. Can't complain about that. As well as that beautiful succulent, they did also add, was it a staghorn or a couple of staghorns? I think that's the correct term, which are these other beautiful plants. I always see them hanging on walls in Australia. I don't know if that's their natural kind of way that they usually grow it. It could be potentially like on the side of trees or on tree trunks they might usually grow. I'm not 100% sure. But I really do love the gum trees. They make me so excited. The gum trees, I didn't realize how pretty they were. You know when you just take something for granted? Like, I'm looking at a gum tree right now. Not that exciting, but seeing it in the game, I'm like, oh, yes, gum trees. Yes, get it. Oh, but my goodness. So as previously stated earlier, I will be splitting, obviously not this video, you will see the kind of entire build-ish. I will take you a quick run through of what I do kind of have by the end of this video. Obviously there will be no habitats or anything in that video, as well as all of the viewing areas I will decorate with the habitats. So it is going to look kind of empty by the end of this video. I am going to apologize for that. However, it will come together quite nicely and very fastly with the habitats coming through. If I can work my magic, I do realize I am posting one video a week at the moment, when really I would like to be posting at least 2. However, work and streaming and all that jazz kind of is just, I'm not good with time management. Simple as that. I feel like there is not enough hours in the day. So that being said, I will try and push for 2 videos this week, maybe, and I will also definitely have at least one for you. So I do apologize for that, but life has got a little bit busy at the moment. Another piece that was added in this game is this rusted arch. Well, it's not an arch, it's just a curved bit of rusted metal that you can see. I love it. I really do. They have some straight ones, they have some curved ones, they've got some different sized ones. I feel like something that was just, you didn't know what was missing until you got it kind of thing. I think you're going to be able to create some absolutely stunning bits of kind of architecture and decorations with this. I'm not really a good builder, as you can see. I pretty much built a box here, and it's going to be more the decorations on the inside that are going to be nice. But here I'm just playing around. I don't end up using them. The logs that I was absolutely losing my shit over in my Twitch stream when I was looking at the trailer, because gum logs are so goddamn stunning. They're just, it's just gums. I love them. They're so nice. But these ones here, which is like the broken down kind of outback fence, I have to say, really like them. I would like to try and use them in a different setting to see if they can kind of work well as well. Like, I'd like to see them in a tropical vibe, just make it look like it's all really run down. Now, one more tree they added. Actually, I think they added a couple of different trees. They added saplings in the update, which really, really made me happy, because sometimes it can be really hard to decorate a nice enclosure when all of the trees are like massive. So having saplings of, I think there might be a couple of them, there might be 6 or so, makes me very, very happy. As well as they added the painted gum, which I haven't actually placed in here. I think it is called the rainbow gum actually in this game. But the painted gum, it's a stunning Australian tree. It's a type of gum, I know, who would have thought, but it has these bright, vibrant colors on them, and it's so beautiful. It literally looks like Bob Ross just went straight up to it with his paintbrush, beat the devil out of his paintbrush straight onto that tree, because it is stunning. But we're just going to take a little walk through the kind of building at the moment. You will see I have placed the barriers down, as I wanted to just make sure I had enough space, because if you aren't new here and you have seen my reptile house build, you will know that I kind of struggled a little bit with it, not gonna lie. They were borderline just big enough. But here are our little blue tongue lizard boys. They are so friggin' cute. Oh, the little chunky monkeys are just to die for. Look at them, they're little chunky boys. I have to admit, I am disappointed that it's not a frill neck lizard. I think that would have been a really fun like lizard to throw in, as they are such a theatrical kind of lizard, but I'm not complaining. The blue tongue lizards, chef kiss, stunning. I definitely do rate them. But as well, in this pack they did add some really cute single bits, and you can use them to create like Aboriginal artwork of the animals. That's kind of what they've got, some prefabricated ones in here, but they also give you the individual bits as well. Now these ones are a bright color, however I do believe that they are also lights. I think if you turn the lights off, they really do light up, and if that is the case, I've got a bit of a feeling that I kind of want to turn this into a nocturnal area. A lot of Australian animals are nocturnals, like the saltwater crocodile is, the kangaroos are, and the cassowaries are kind of, they do get out and about a lot at night, but they are also around during the day as well. So they're kind of a little bit of everything. Koalas are mainly nocturnal, and the dingoes are nocturnal. I can't remember what I said the first time, my bad. But this, I'm just kind of giving you it before, so when the habitats are in here, we can look back and actually see this after as well. There is so much more space in this place than I thought there would be. Not gonna lie, I thought maybe I'd get like 400 square meters, but a lot of these are like, I think the smallest one might be 600 and the rest are all like 900 or over 1,000. But I would like to hear what you guys would like to see next in the habitats, whether or not you guys would like to see the koala, the kangaroo, the dingo, the cassowary, the saltwater crocodile. But I want to thank you guys so much for chilling with me throughout this video. I hope you guys did enjoy the build. I do realize that it is a little bit of a different one. It still looks very empty, and I do apologize, but I just needed to get this build done, and I thought you guys might like to see some of the pieces in play. I am really happy with how the kind of front area has come together. I will be slowly adding to it bit by bit as well. So thank you guys once again so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please hit that like button and the subscribe button so you do not miss out when I upload next. And I'll see you next time. Bye.